Hey, Captain Alex here. It's Wednesday, May 22nd, 2019 with your LBI Barnegat Bay Fishing Report. I'm going to stop into Fisherman Headquarters and ship on them and see what's going on.
All right, I'm here inside Fisherman Headquarters with Fishhead Greg, Captain Fishhead Greg. And what's going on around the Long Beach Island Barnegat Bay scene?
So right now we've got striped bass along the beaches. We've got fluke starting up on Friday. There's already some caught. A lot of bluefish around, inlet, bay, ocean. Surf anglers are getting fish. Some guys are getting up to 20, 30 pounds.
Now, if I was going to ask you, what would your go-to method right now in the surf for the bass, what would you say?
Chunk and bunker.
Chunk and bunker?
100% chunking bunker. You could fish lures, bucktails, SP minnows would be a good choice.
Any part of the island better than other, or it's just a matter of...
Good question. So, I mean, sometimes we're seeing some bigger fish down the south end. North end's also had some days. Mid-island's had days, but I think the fish are migrating through. So it's kind of a day-to-day thing. Things are changing, but I would suggest just, if you got time, go fish. Put a couple hours in. If you got a favorite hole, go there, give it some time, and if nothing happens, go back to the drawing board, maybe move around.
Now with bluefish in the inlet, kind of the same deal. If you're there and you hit it, it's hot and heavy. If not,
yeah, it seems like they're smaller this year than previous years. I would suggest going there in the incoming tide. That's when I found best. Kind of middle, top of the tide has been best for me. SP minnows, for sure, have been really good to me. Sometimes I found that they're hiding down further in the water column. You might not see the birds picking, but you throw a bucktail down, and next thing you know,
try and get down, work the bottom part of the water column.
Absolutely.
What's the ocean temperature like right now?
I would say right now off the beach is probably 51 degrees.
Still
50,
wow,
51.
Still a little cool.
Yeah, it was up a little bit. I had 53 say 5 days ago, and then that little storm around Mother's Day, and then I guess that was a week ago, and they kind of flipped things around. But the bay was warmer. I had 60s, and now I'd say last time I was out, which a couple days ago, was high 50s.
Okay. Now with fluke opener, I know what I would do in the back bay, definitely, and I'd look for that outgoing warmer water. Would you kind of look at the same method?
Yeah, I would say for sure, definitely outgoing tide is probably best. I would say around the inlet areas, that's where I've heard of some fish guys bucktailing for striped bass and blues or catching fluke. Along the beach fronts, you start seeing a little bit, but I think these fish are mostly going to be back in the back bays, side banks, the shallower waters.
All right, what would be your go-to? What do you like early season?
I'd have to say 1 ounce bucktail with a white gulp.
Really? I'm a old school, keep it simple, 3-way rig in the minnow is what I like to do.
I don't think you go wrong with a live minnow.
Yeah,
live bait's king.
All right, good. Talk to you soon, man.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, let's check out the north end of the island surf conditions. Very flat, clear. I don't know if you can pick that up. Very good visibility. You can see some of the old groins starting to show, which means the beaches are getting washed away, and the waves are way under 2 foot or less. I'm about to hop on the Carolyn Ann out of Barnegat Light, one of the 2 remaining head boats out of Barnegat Light. About 20 years ago, we had 13 sailing out of here. Just shows you what's gone on with fisheries and such. Right now, the main thing is sea bass. As you can see, they're sailing 6 hours at 8 and 2. And I don't know when they're going to switch over, or they're going to switch over to fluking. Usually around here, fluking early season, better in the back bay and inlet area than the ocean front.
I'm on the Carolyn Ann, and this is Gina. I've been boating for over 40 years, and if anybody wants to know what a mate should be like, Gina is the epitome of what a great mate is. Yeah, so how's sea bassing?
I tell you the truth, when we first started out the last Wednesday and Thursday, it was like it used to be. It was the best I've seen it. Most of the guys had their limited 10.
Awesome.
We had the southwest wind, and the water temperature cooled off a little bit, so it slowed up Friday and Saturday, but then Sunday they started biting again. We didn't sail on Monday. Tuesday was pretty good in that wind, but today was slow. There's a lot of fish still there, and I think we're going to do good tonight.
This afternoon, yeah?
Yeah, I think we're going to do okay. And
what's the hot bait? Any bait been working better?
They were feeding on sand eels. They were spitting them up, so you don't have to have clam, squid, artificial sand eel, maybe a little grub, a green grub, or something like that would also attract them. But when they get picky, they like a softer, smaller baits.
What are your sailing times right now? If anybody wants to come
right
out?
now, we're just doing the 1 6-hour trip, 8 to 2. We won't start the 2-hour trip until summertime, sometime early July and August.
And if somebody wants to just hop on board, just bring some warm clothes, a camera, some food.
It can be chilly this time of year. You do get that coolness off the water, and sometimes, so it's always good to bring a jacket, and you want to, have some kind of decent shoe.
Right, but you have rods and reels to rent and all that.
Everything's right here. All you gotta do is be here. That's it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're sea bassing today.
Pretty epic conditions, flat calm seas, light winds. Carolyn Ann put us on some great fish. Did about 3 or 4 different wrecks, and each one had a good supply of fish, up to 4 pounds.
Some ling too.
Yeah, lots of ling.
Yeah.
So that was the cool thing. Some dogfish moved in, but good quality ling, and only 1 skate, and everything else was all sea bass.
Awesome.
Yeah.